Good morning and welcome to Glen Willow Sports Complex, Mudgee. As we have a look around at beautiful Mudgee for our New South Wales Police City versus Country game. It's worked out an absolute beautiful day, as we said. Welcome to the Midwest, and it's Glen Willow Sports Complex for the first of two games today. New South Wales Police Rugby League. It is the men's and women's. Up front, though, first up will be the women's kicking off at 10 a.m. and they will be playing for the Gregory Lachlan Cup. And it's a special place, Mudgee, when you think about women's rugby league in the New South Wales Police. It's back where it all started. 2021, the first game of Police Rugby League was played here in Mudgee. So really looking forward to this one. I'm talking to some of the City girls last night. They're ready to go because they haven't won as yet. Let's have a look at both of these sides as we await them to come onto the field. The City side, the one Maddie Duncan, the two Jessica Brewer, the three Emily McHugh, the four Emma Walwell, the five Lizzie Riggs, six Joss Haddad, seven Tegan Long, eight Taylor Parmita, the nine Kirsty Sant, the 10 Soren Carter, the 11 Tamika McCabe, the 12 Jamie Elphinstone, the 13 Merida Gregory, 14 Kaylee Tillett, 15 Mary Takao, 16 Ebony Roberts, and 7 Sophie Smith. The countryside. They said they've won the last four. The one will be Brooke Walker, the two Lauren Barton, the three Lauren Hughes, the four Eden Stoddard, the five Rani Payne, six Jess O'Brien, seven Gabby Suckling, the eight Brittany Lee Proudfoot, the nine Maddie Schumacher, the 10 Marita Shoulders, the 11 Maggie Townsend, 12 Taryn Godfrey, 13 Casey Gardner, 14 Eden Lingard, 15 Emma Burdak, the 16 Maddie Martin, and the 17 Claudia Henderson, coach of the City side, Mitch Osborne, manager Steph Sariti. Trainers will be Daniel Clements and Graham Condon in the countryside. Sandra Lachlan and her manager Laura Cleal. Trainers Gary Heskett and Jordan Fleming. Referee will be Luke Mungovan. Controlling the women's first up, and his touch judges Matt Naven and Sean Hempstead. And as I said, they will be playing for the Gregory Lachlan Cup. Go back to 2022. It was the countryside 14 over City nil. 23 country 30 over City 6. That one was in Bathurst. Gabby Suckling was the player of the match. And then last year 16 points to 6. Country defeating City at Leichhardt Oval, and player of the match was Eden Stoddard. And now we just wait for both sides to make their way onto the field. Beautiful conditions. This game will be followed by at 11:30 kickoff. City versus Country playing for the Ramsey McDonald Cup. All eyes will be on the ladies first. As I said, they just wait for them to make their way onto the field. Glen Willow Sporting Complex. 30-minute halves today for the women's. A little bit longer than their championship, as we know, 20-minute halves. In the championship this year held in Newcastle. As they both run on the field simultaneously. Soren Carter leading out her City side, and Gabby Suckling leading out the countryside. Crowd in attendance. As I said, beautiful conditions. Referee mustn't go, but he puts the hand in the air. Wait now. Narrator Gregory to get us underway. City will be kicking to the Mudgee Town end, and there it is. Gregory does get us underway, goes to Suckling, and Suckling just waits. She'll look back inside, and that's where she goes and finds Marita's shoulders. Touch the ball, plenty shoulders. Black headgear on now. Finds Townsend. Schumacher. As the Suckling at first receiver, she looks, just finds Gardner. That's where the good tackle underneath, though. Interesting enough, she's played a fair bit of half. Seen Narita Gregory, but she slipped into the lock position. That was her making the tackle. There's now Shoulders has her second hit up in the set on tackle 4. Regatta Suckling, she'll have a look. She says, I've had enough of this, puts boot the ball and goes deep. Duncan has to go back and clean it up. She'll pick it up. Nearly. Basically right on a defensive try line and just brings it back herself. Gets over the 20, wrapped up quickly. Hughes does well. And then coming in with Schumacher to finish her off. Rig. Long will go in the dummy half. Skips out of dummy half and tries to make a few metres before she's eventually brought to the ground. And just slowed it right down at the right time. Now Gregory. Throws the dummy. Makes 10. As I said, new position for us. She's standing at first receiver on that occasion. Out of dummy half is a good scoot from Sant. She'll keep it alive. Her dad charged down. Referee says that's okay. Even Stoddard did well. She got in there, charged down, and then just bounced on the loose ball. Now Gardner. Schumacher appealing to the referee, but only gone 2 minutes, but it's been an open start. Proudfoot. Brittany Lee Proudfoot. I was going to say that was a solid contact. She's going to eventually get to her feet. Gregory again involved as Proudfoot just holds her head. They look now, find Stoddard. Nice pass from O'Brien, just running a nice underline. Schumacher. 10 metres. First penalty of the match. We get a strip. So country. Can continue this pressure. It'll be our first effort on this ride. Suckling. Floats across field and looks and finds Walker charging through. Slicing through. She beat the would-be defender. And Brooke Walker will score first points for the countryside. So dangerous. It was just a nice, basically just straight after the penalty. She sliced through. Suckling found her. Countryside. First points. Just watch the replay. Suckling just floating across field. Only the one dummy and found Walker at speed. As I said, she slid through the tackle of Lizzie Rigg. Grabs first points. Just pressure. That's what it was after the penalty for the strip. Now Gabby Suckling. Add the extras. That try in the third minute. Waved away. Go to the right. Fair way. Second version unsuccessful. 4-0. 4-0. 4.5 gone to this first half. Glen Willow Sporting Complex, Mudgee. Teams have been in camp for 3 days and culminating in a jumper presentation night last night. Club Mudgee. So now Suckling. She'll look inside and once again shoulders. Suckling. Townsend. O'Brien now. Just got Suckling here on the right, but she'll go to O'Brien on the left. Dummies to Gardner. No set up. Points so far from this countryside. Takes a while, but eventually she does get to her feet. Proudfoot. Now Stoddart down that left edge. Gets away from one. The dangerous Stoddart. Such a strong running. Centre three-quarter. Godfrey at first receiver. That's where they go. Now they look to Suckling on the last. Suckling has a look, kicks across this right edge, rigs weights, takes it nicely. For the first time, City have seen the speed. A lot of defending in this opening 6 minutes. Now McHugh. Duncan. Solid shot. Parmita. Taylor Parmita, strong carry. Long. Enough time. Walk up. Dummy half now. Just goes Hughes. It's over halfway. This is carry now. It's on the hands and knees. Just running pain. Tries to go a few extra metres. Suckling just floating across field. Dummies to shoulders and then finds Gardner. Suckling. O'Brien. Just a little pass out the back. They keep it alive now. And it goes from Proudfoot to Schumacher, and Schumacher's wrapped up. Dominating possession at the moment. Field territory. Suckling puts it high in the air, waiting Duncan at the hands up to protect from the sun, and does well. How long ago in the dummy half? McHugh. Beal. Skips to the left, goes back to the right, and gets sandwiched. High shot. So the quick tap was taken by Long. Turns it back underneath. Good shot. Proud-footed was. Put Parmita on her back, but she got straight to her feet. Now Gregory. Had a dummy half. Sant. That's a good run. She gets bounced as well as shoulders comes in. It's the first time City side have been down in this territory. Gregory. On last tackle. Long's on the right. She's got numbers outside if she wants to run it. That's what she does. Looks up, finds Warwell. She'll keep it alive, goes back for Long. On this occasion, she does put boot the ball. It's a wobbly kick. It's loud. It just goes dead in goal. They tried to go down that short side the first time. And then Tegan Long had no choice but to put the kick through. Suckling on this occasion goes to dummy half as the set restart starts. Payne. Oh, there's a high tackle. Yeah, referee got it as well on Proudfoot. Just that loose carry. Out Schumacher. Onto the field. Lingard, her first touch. Lingard. Gardner at first receiver. Schumacher comes up this right edge and makes good metres and good tackles. Just put herself in front. On that occasion was McCabe. O'Brien. Gardner. Keeps it alive, pops it out the back and finds Walker. Does get away eventually. They throw the dummy in Godfrey. Gets Stoddart outside. Just decided to hang on to the football. Stoddart a dummy half, goes to O'Brien. O'Brien shoulders. He tips it off for Gardner. Gardner does well again. Fine shoulders. Looks past, wasn't great. The bounce was Hughes. She hangs on. Now shoulders are going to dummy half. Has a look, suckling. That's where they go. She spins out and tackle through the big dummy. Still alive. No desperation. They say the elbow hit the ground. So desperation there from McCabe. It was for City. Look good too. Dangerous football there. Well done by Country. But City survived as McHugh gets thrown on her back. Elphinstone. Sant. Long. Wrapped up with defence again. Good tackle, Godfrey. Came in and shut Long down. Gregory. Carter outside, decided not to use it. Now they're going to. Her dad looks. She's still got Carter. They go wide. Down this right edge. Comes back inside and finds her dad 20 away. A little bit of footwork there at the line of desperation. Defence. Deal at dummy half. We're on the last. Sant goes in there though. Now they find Long floating across. Puts the kick through. It's going to sit up nicely. And they survive the situation. Great work from Country. Enterprising play. So 13 gone. End to end. Start to high quality. Start of the match. There's another good tackle. Both sides are really willing at this moment. As Barton was hit solidly now Townsend. To the open they go. Suckling. Puts boot the ball. Beale allows it to bounce. Eventually gets a kind bounce and will come to Stoddart. Can't get away though as Stoddart comes and makes the tackle. 10 away from halfway. Duncan beats one, gets the halfway, still going. Bounce out of another one. She'll get that. It's a great run. She made 20 on that occasion. In the dummy half goes Gregory. Has a look. It's the elf. Elphinstone did well. Keeps the ball alive. And Gregory. She take the tackle. Sant. Long. Once again, Warwell been good. Warwell takes on the defence, throws the dummy. She could have brought it right round if she wanted to, but some clever work. We saw it earlier. Emma Warwell making that break down that right-hand touchline. On this occasion, Long found the mark, and Emma Warwell did the rest. Outstanding. 4-all. You just see Long just beat one tackle. Now Warwell had runners outside. She just threw the dummy. 1, 2. As I said, she could have brought it around a little bit further for a goal kicker. So her dad. Oh no, Gregory with a conversion attempt is pushed across the face. So 4-all. Enterprising stuff. As I said, it's been good football. Brooke Walker scored in the third. The countryside, and Emma Warwell bounced back for City. 4-all. Long. It's signs. To Cow. Onto the field in jersey 15, Mary. To Cow. Warwell, the try scorer. Sands appealing for a penalty. Big set this one after points. Gregory. Parmeter. And the bird on the field as well. Now her dad throws the wide pass. McHugh hits the halfway. Sant rushes in the dummy half. The dad, Gregory. Last tackle. The dad on the left. Long on the right. That's where they go. Good chase. That's a very good chase there from Schumacher. Just put it under pressure, allowed to bounce. Eventually Walker hits there, makes the tackle, coming in, Sam driving to the ground. Walker. He's just to a feet now. Lingard. Hughes. Schumacher. Suckling will go wide. That's where she goes. O'Brien hasn't seen a lot of footy. They're going to go down this left edge again. Stoddart gets away from Warwell. That's been a good clash between those two early. The two number fours. Godfrey. Eventually got the pass to Suckling. Suckling put the ball once again. She did well. Lizzie Rigg took the ball under pressure. Sant finds McHugh. Beale. There's room to move. This is what she's dangerous. She does trying to go through the middle. Jessica Beale. She'll play 3 away from halfway. Haddad links up with Long. Haddad looks in, looks out. Gets put to the ground, coming in. Good tackle underneath. Gardner, Sant. This time, Haddad puts it high in the air. And roll in the touch, it does indeed. Hand over. Payne. Get a nice bounce. Just let it bounce and. The restart 11 away from the defensive try there. Townsend will play it. Find Lingard. Both sides really getting into their work. O'Brien kept her quite so far. O'Brien just pops the pass out the back and cleaned up by Burdock. Schumacher, Suckling, shape the kick, keeps it alive nicely and finds Schumacher. Suckling, boot the ball. Controlled it pretty well so far. On this occasion, Beale will go back, pick it up 15 away from defensive try line and chasing the kick with Suckling, and she wraps her up. Rig. Long will find Duncan. Duncan stopped quickly. Good tackle from Godfrey. Onto the field. Roberts gets up halfway. Sam wants a quick play the ball. They're ready on this left edge. That's where they go. Haddad puts the little kick through. Walker's coming across and gets a nice bounce. Before Haddad makes the tackle, she got away from the queue. Changes now between the benches. Only 4 on the bench. Both sides. Payne gets to her feet. Suckling. Proudfoot beat one and then great tackle coming across, pinned to the ground. Gregory it was. She's done some work to 13. Now to Gregory, Suckling a lot as well. Started left, comes back inside, finds O'Brien. O'Brien will find Proudfoot. Suckling coming around. Numbers on this right edge. McHugh comes in and makes a great tackle. As I said, she really did hit Suckling. Timed it, and Suckling hasn't got to her feet yet. Emily McHugh. Want to have a look at that. It was a good tackle. She's up and about now. O'Brien puts a rush, kicked through, but going back and read it nicely. Joss Haddad. There's a mistake from City that'll open the door up for Country. Six and a half to the break. 4-4. Suckling will feed the scrum. O'Brien's at the back. That's where they go, and they find Walker on the left. O'Brien, Burdak rolls into it now. She looks, she did well there. It was the defence from the City side. Looked like she nearly had her hands through. They're going to come down this right edge. Suckling throws a long pass, tries to hit touch judge Hampstead on the chest, but can't. So, yeah, she did everything right, attractive, but the pass was just straight over the touchline. Sanded dummy half. McHugh got to her feet. Now they'll look for Beale on the right. And they wrap her up quickly too. Defence is willing on that occasion. Once again, Proudfoot comes in and makes solid tackle. Wow, well. Yeah, penalty. Pushing in the ruck. Gabby Suckling not happy. Remonstrating with the referee. They'll just get on with it quickly. Wow, well. Try scorer for this City side. She tipped it off, and once again, defence in the middle of the field. This is where I think coaches at halftime were saying, let the ball talk a little bit more, try and get on the edges. That's what Roberts tried to do on that occasion. Sant will look and find McCabe. McCabe, her first touch of the footy, and is wrapped up quickly. The dad, Gregory, dummies inside, then goes to Cow making metres. I want to quick play the ball. They've reloaded on that right edge. Sant wants it. She gets it. Looks up. Quick work there. Gregory found long the wide pass. Finds Beale. Beale brings it back infield. Oh, she's lost control of the footy. The Suckling. She wasn't happy about the penalty. She chased well then. Now Martin. Maddie Martin will play it. Henderson. Four minutes till the halftime break. Been end-to-end stuff. Been a quality game of footy. Walker, the try scorer for Country. Shoulders. She's had a spell. Now back on. O'Brien goes to the left. Suckling once again. Puts boot to ball. Wobbling. Duncan puts the hand. She's going to let it bounce. And then she did get a nice bounce. And now she'll look to bring it back with some interest. Beats one. Oh, comes. Got hit solidly again. Proudfoot. She's on a mission. Is Brittany Lee. Proudfoot defence in this first half. McHugh. She gets met by Lingard and Proudfoot over the top. Haddad wanting to quick play the ball. Gets it. Throws the dummy. Comes back to this short side and finds Rigg. Rigg beats one. Haddad. Gregory. Long. Got up quickly. Good tackle. Came in and made. Maddie Martin, it was. She got out of dummy half again. Her dad looks, had plenty of time, tried to thread the needle, find some space. The ball will sit up and Walker comes across field, beats one, and then gets wrapped up. Payne. O'Brien goes wide and finds Stoddard. A little knock on there from Stoddard as well in the play the ball. Kaylee Tillett was involved with the tackle with her dad. So with a minute and a half to the break, The City side will get the opportunity to break the deadlock. 4-4 we are. Referee wants it in again. You're going to come down the short side. Long just turns it back underneath. McHugh gets met by Lingard. And Hughes. Tillett. Still going is Tillett. Made some good metres. 40 out. Middle of the field. 40 seconds till the halftime break. Gregory. Duncan. To the open they come. Gregory looks. Finds Roberts. Sam. The dad. Wants McCabe underneath. That's where they go. Flat ball for McHugh. She keeps it alive. The dad wrapping around. She'll a metre away. In this handstand touchline. McHugh. Long. Puts boot the ball. Walker, no real pressure. As the siren sounds. Long chasing the kick. Walker to the ground. And we will go to the half-time break. 4 points off. Third minute try for Country to Brooke Walker. And Emma Wildwell hit back. That brings us to the 4-4 scoreline. That's been quality. Here's the first try from Walker. Just slides through beautifully. That's speed. And Wildwell. That short side for a dummy, another dummy. And that will bring us to the halftime break. 4-4. Look forward to the second half action with it all to play for the Gregory Lachlan Cup. 30 minutes to see who will grab the Gregory Lachlan Cup. And well, for City supporters, they'll be looking to grab it for the first time. Haven't won it as yet. This is the fifth game. The City v Country in the women's since it all started in 2021 here in Mudgee. And at the moment, 4-4 with both sides. Been an entertaining first half. That opening third minute where Brooke Walker scored. And then City have worked their way back into the game. Emma Warwell grabbing the 4 points for the City side. Conversions both unsuccessful. So, as we said, 4-4 in a big 30 minutes. Countryside out ready. City side back on as we speak. The referee, Wiki Mungavan. Signaling to us, he's ready to go. He's got the crazy socks. The family of League crazy socks on the referee. They'll be wearing them all day. See the touch judges wearing them as well as we are going the second half. Suckling gets us underway. Long straight away. Throws the long pass and finds Parmeter. Parmeter didn't get a lot of opportunities with a footy in the first half. It starts the second well. Sant. Gregory. Carter. Soren Carter. She was part of that Mountie side that won the Harvey Norman Premiership a couple of years ago. 1-0 was Soren Carter. He's now great set to start the second half. Gregory gets to her feet. Haddad skips to the right now. Goes back to the short side and finds McCabe. McCabe quickly just shifts the pass for McHugh. And McHugh's wrapped up 25 out. On tackle 4. Haddad. Gregory. Carter. Last tackle. Which options will they go? Long's on the right. Haddad's on the left. They go to Long on the right. Quick shift for Duncan. Duncan tries to take on the defensive line of this Countryside. It'll be a handover. 15 away from their defensive try line. So Country will get their first touch of the footy in this second half. Suckling. Gardner. Just a little tip on and found Townsend. Body's on the ground. Townsend eventually gets to her feet. Gardner once again. Well, no, this time she hangs on. Oh, the ball's been dropped out the back. Ref says that's okay. Looked okay from here. Walker was there to bounce on the loose ball. Suckling wide. Proudfoot. Proudfoot, oh, she can't get the hands free. She has. She's knocked it on. She looked like she was going to pass the first time. And then she made the gap. Made her way through the gap. 3 City defenders. There's a City player down, so time off's been called. Can't see who it is, but there was 3 City defenders in the tackle. Brittany Lee Proudfoot. Long throws the dummy for Duncan. Good tackle, chopped to the ground. Brooke Walker did well. Quick play the ball. Sant finds Haddad at speed. Haddad goes down that left edge, finds McCabe. Sant. Little dart out of dummy half, then found Gregory. Gregory, the 2 8s meet in the middle. Parmeter and Proudfoot. Gregory. Throws the dummy, makes good metres, skips through the middle again, will come, puts the kick through, comes through. Carter, can she get there? Bodies everywhere. What's the referee going to say? Carter's knocked on. But some clever work there. Nerida Gregory skipping through the ruck. You just see here, she skips off that right, straightens it up beautifully, spins out of the tackle, puts the little kick through. Oh, the bounce was nearly there. Desperation from Proudfoot was for the countryside coming across. Just getting her hands in between Soren Carter and the ball and saves the day. Walker. Godfrey. Got that left knee heavily strapped, but hasn't stopped her. She's worked hard. Taryn Godfrey. Suckling. Shoulders. Suckling again, going down the right edge, eventually puts boot to ball. Finds clear space, the chasers are coming. Duncan does well before she's met. No, little knock on. She had plenty of pressure there. It was Gabby Suckling just chasing the kick. Along with, just having a look, Ronnie Payne, that's who it was. She was the one that made that contact on Duncan. Just chasing through. Great work from Payne. Just that little knock on. So scrum will pack 25 out. Suckling. Stoddard. Tries to go back through the middle and is wrapped up quickly. 3 defenders for this City side. O'Brien. Flat ball there from Gardner. She did well to hang on to it. To the open they go. Stoddard. Trying to wind up, but she's wrapped up by McHugh. Good defence there. McCabe came over the top. Suckling again, looking for a runner. Finds Townsend underneath. And she's only 5 away. Good pressure here from this countryside. They look up. Now they let the ball talk to the left. Proudfoot finds Stoddard. Stoddard will keep it alive and find Walker. Walker now, in turn, she found Gardner. Gardner just throws the pass and it's gone forward. So the scrambling City defence hangs on. Still at that half-time score. 4-4, 6 gone, second half. Long. Tries to get away from Suckling, and Suckling comes again before Townsend comes over the top. Duncan. Sant. Gregory. Finds Carter. Coming underneath the McCabe and went the outline and found Carter. Sant now for Gregory. Gregory again. Same scenario. She bounced out of the first tackle. Now pops it back for Elphinstone. Elphinstone gets inside one. Ball's been, play on, says the referee. Paul Carey. That's what he's ruled. It was Marita Shoulders who came through and made the tackle. Now we've got a country player down. I think it's Townsend. Maybe Townsend, I think. Yes, so some clever work, but Elphinstone beat one, as I said, and then coming across, Marita Shoulders just got enough of a hand on the ball. Yeah, and Maggie Townsend just going through the protocols, and she's okay. She'll play it basically on halfway. Tackle one. Proudfoot. Schumark. Suckling. Looks and finds Gardner on that right edge. Gardner couldn't find Hughes. They come back to this open side. Now, shoulders. Good tackle. Made underneath. Sant. She's got through some defensive work. O'Brien. Wrapped up by Elphinstone and driven backwards. Stone-like defence from the 12. Suckling. Godfrey. Last tackle. And she's wrapped up. Maybe didn't hear the call on that last. Just tucked the ball under the arms and bounced off that left foot. It was wrapped up. So once again, City will have to bring it out of their danger zone. Pass goes backwards. She did well to hang on to it. They're trying to get to her feet. You can see the head up and down, up and down. Emma Warwell. Beale. Sant out of dummy half. Eventually wrapped up. Underneath was Gardner. Oh, a bit of push and shove here. And a penalty. That's what you like to see. Bit of fire in the belly. Kirsty Sant and Taryn Godfrey. And Sant with the restart. Doesn't muck around with it. Goes straight at Suckling, and Suckling will wrap her up. Gregory. Elphinstone. Yeah, I thought there might have been a high shot there from Schumark. And the referee does agree. So Kirsty Sant just trying to put a stamp on this game at the moment. Carter. After the quick restart. Sant. Gregory. She's been very good. She gets wrapped up this time by Schumark, ball and all. Sant again, goes to Long on the right. Pass goes back. She did well. Now Duncan. Duncan's got Warwell outside. Thought for one moment she's going to pop it, but she doesn't. Warwell at dummy half. Long. Beats one. Throws the dummy to Long. Comes to Walker. Got numbers outside. She gets picked up and wrapped around. The throws. Desperation from Maggie Townsend. Numbers on the left if they can shift it quickly. McCabe drives to the line, and she's going to be pushed back into the field of play on the last. Her dad, she put the little kick through. Gregory gets there, scores! You can see the partnership. And nice work, Joss Haddad and Nerida Gregory caps off a cracking game so far. But it was just nice work, Haddad. It was just a deft little kick. Didn't put too much on it. You just see the replay. Well, this was exciting play. Long floating across field through the big dummy, straighten it up. It was desperation defence. Coming, and Townsend wrapped her up, and then just on this play, as I said, just a little kick from her dad. It was a nicely trapped, and Nerida Gregory plants the ball down, and City lead 8-4. And Gregory wasn't sure if she's going to take the conversion attempt, but Joss Haddad has grabbed the tee and said, "Give it to me." And converts. That's why Joss Haddad said, "Give it to me." As I said, just a nice little deft touch, and Nerida Gregory, just a little trap with the left foot. Did enough to dribble the ball over. So 10-4. as this City side chase the Holy Grail. The Gregory Lachlan Cup. Haven't had it in their hands. Burdak with the restart. Duncan. Sant. She's been good. Gregory looks, finds Parmeter underneath. Townsend getting through some defensive work. Gregory. Carter goes to Burdak, and Burdak's up to the task. Brings it to the ground. Gregory at first receive. Oh, little knock on. So a knock on there in the ruck. Yeah, there it is. Just a little knock on from Kirsty Sant. O'Brien. Stoddard. City defensive got up quickly on her. Last year's player of the match. Gardner. They really have kept Eden Stoddard in check. Lingard. Schumacher looks left, looks right. Which way will she go? Comes to the left for Suckling. Suckling dummies once, dummies twice, goes Walker out wide. There's Stoddard. Stoddard gets through the first tackle. Long comes with Beale. And they're going to say forward pass. Yep. Suckling smiling. Touch judge shaking his head. Yeah, just that pass to Stoddard. And halfway through this second half, City leading 10-4 after it was 4-all at half time in this battle for the Gregory Lachlan Cup. Now Duncan. I'm going edges if I'm either side because both forward packs have looked after each other nicely. Roberts gets out of the tackle. Now building up ahead of Steve. Gets over halfway. Coming in having to make the tackle was Rani Payne. Outstanding work from Ebony Roberts. Ball's hit the ground. Gregory allows Haddad to pick it up. Takau onto the field. Takau rolling through the tackles all of a sudden. And a penalty. Referee calling time off and calling O'Brien out. Some exciting play though. Just when you need your interchange players to make a momentum. Ebony Roberts on this occasion, outstanding run. Payne comes in and makes the desperation tackle. Now Sant. Which way will she go? Elphinstone gets to her feet. Gregory finds Roberts. Roberts will play it on the 10. Sant. Gregory. Haddad. Haddad finds McCabe underneath. McCabe. She'll play it only 2 away. Haddad finds McHugh. McHugh slams the ball down. Held up, I'm thinking. Yeah, referee Hampstead. He's going held up. Well, they're going to have a little chat here. Oh, yeah. No, referee Hampstead did. Touch judge Hampstead, sorry. Did show the held up signal. Referee nearly went back and pointed to the spot. They'll be back to the 10. McHugh. Sant. They're going to go down that short side again. Haddad tries to thread the needle. All she can do coming across Brooke Walker is just go dead in goal. Yeah, that's all Brooke Walker can do. So now we've got the dropout. $13 left. A big opportunity for City to get one hand on the cup. Goes deep. Nice bounce for Beale. Beale will just bring it straight back into the middle. Met by Stoddard and O'Brien. Gregory looks back inside and finds Elphinstone. Sent again. Out of dummy half. Makes 10 metres. Ball's gone backwards. Little knock on. That's what they're going to say. Lost control of the footy. Sent's going, oh, it went back, sir. So Suckling winds up, trying to make something happen for a Countryside. Walker tips it on quickly for Hughes. And Lauren Hughes once again makes some good metres, still walking and now eventually thrown to the ground by Sand. She's a terror. She works hard, this Kirsty Sand. Now Burdak. She's wrapped up, ball and all, tackle by Elphinstone. Walker. Standing start, tries to go over Roberts. Roberts says, you're not going anywhere. Suckling, boot to ball again. Beale waits, takes it on the full nicely. And is wrapped up straight away by Stoddard. Over the top came Burdak. Duncan at dummy half. Rigg. Sant finds Duncan. Burdak worked hard from marker and chops it to the ground. Gregory. Dummy to kick and punches the pass out for McCabe, and McCabe's hit solidly with shoulders coming over the top. Lingard underneath. Haddad, long. Oh, coming across. Bedford again. No, Proudfoot, sorry. Her maiden name was Bedford. Nicely taken. Barton. Wow, well came in and finished her off with Beale. Walker. We tick into the final 10 minutes. Suckling. Finds Hughes. Suckling just takes it herself. She had pain outside. Decided not to use her. 4 away from halfway. O'Brien. Burdak. Burdak making metres. Looks and finds O'Brien. Schumack. Suckling. Looks for space. It's going to sit up for Duncan. She'll have attention quickly. Stoddard coming. Duncan goes back across field and makes a brilliant 20 metres. Still going. Gets through Suckling and gets to the 30. That's a great run from Maddie Duncan. When needed. Now Tillett. Ebony Roberts makes her way off the field after doing her job. And did it well. Gregory throws the dummy. Goes back in behind the ruck. Long wants Takau underneath. That's where she goes. Takau gets away from one. He can't get away from Townsend coming over the top. Oh, no, it wasn't Townsend, sorry. Maddie Martin it was. Good tackle. Numbers to the left if they can load it quickly. Last tackle. They'll have a look at this. Haddad, she's seen it. She'll go to Long. Long. McHugh outside. Long steps inside. Can she keep it alive? Still going is Long. Long goes for the line. Stretches out. Long became short as she plants the ball down. And I dare say may have sealed the deal. It was just great work on that last tackle. I thought they might have gone to the left. You could see it clearly. And Joss Haddad, she had the little look, and then Long dummy to kick. She had McHugh outside. She steps in 1, got away from 2, 3, told the referee, get out of me way, and then just decided to take it on, reaches out and carries Lauren Barton over with her. And Tegan Long grabs a very, very important 4 points. They lead 14-4, 7 left. Definitely one hand on the Gregory Lachlan Cup for the first time. Good to see Paul Searan there, the ball boy, back behind the fence to collect the ball as Haddad moves in. Zero. Here it is. So 16-4, 24th minute, 6 left. And where it all started in 2021 for the police, Rugby League, New South Wales Police Rugby League's women's section. It'll be a special day for the City ladies as they grab their first Gregory Lachlan Cup. Well, after she opened the scoring, well, for the City side, after Walker scored for Country, way back in that 3rd minute. City have controlled the football nicely. Tegan Long looks, finds to Cow. Sant, Gregory. Got her hands on the footy plenty. She goes wide and finds Carter. Sant looks up. Gregory, Haddad. Haddad throws the wide pass for McHugh. McHugh, she'll try and keep it alive. She does well now. She's lost control of the footy and scooping it up with shoulders. We're going to have a knock on. No advantage played. Scrum feed for Country. You see McHugh there. Just as she got thrown around. It was good work there from Rani Payne. Well, they get up quickly. Long got up quickly in the face of Hughes, and referee goes, yes, you were held. Now, O'Brien. Another one that hasn't had a lot of opportunities today. This City side have done their homework as O'Brien holds the neck and gets up. Henderson turned it underneath and found Lingard. Gardner. Ball's hit the deck. Little knock on, they're going to say, yep. The City supporters are happy as the City girls just have a quick look at the clock after that mistake from Country, tried to push the pass. After the presentation ceremony, 11:30 kickoff will be the men. Where the City boys will, the same scenario, Country winning the last 3. Look to grab the points as Long does well on this. Well, they wrap her up nicely on this occasion, and it's a good tackle from Brooke Walker. McHugh. Wingard comes in and makes the tackle. Sant. She has a good second half, finds Carter. Gregory. Parmita. Sant. Jumps out a dummy half herself before she's wrapped up by Suckling. On the last we are now. Gregory got into dummy half. She got to her dad. Her dad to Cow. Throws the footy. And ends up straight in the hands of Stoddard. Martin. Barton. O'Brien. At dummy half. Finds Hughes. Suckling. What can she do in these last minutes? Walker looks up and finds Payne. Payne's done some great defensive work for this countryside. Suckling throws the big dummy. Had the hands free once she got through the first line of defence, but the support had overrun it. O'Brien, just a rush kick out of dummy half, waiting patiently was Beale and takes it nicely before she's wrapped up by Gardner. O'Brien with a bit of cramp in the background. Long skips out a dummy half. Henderson brings it to the ground. Rigg. Sant. 30 seconds left. Just trying to pull the clock up. We're on tackle 4 though. And Sant eventually does get to her feet. Gregory out of dummy half. Makes meters again. She's had a big game as Nerida Gregory. And she comes to Brooke Walker, and Brooke Walker does bring her down on the last tackle. Sant, they're going to look on that left edge again. Her dad fires it out, finds McCabe. McCabe for McHugh. McHugh throws the pass across, went forward. But that'll do. The siren will sound, and City will get their hands finally on the Gregory Lachlan Cup after it was 4-4 at half-time. They've run out winners. 16-4, 2 converted tries in that second half to Nerida Gregory and Tegan Long. And you can see the joy on their faces. They were committed. They were very focused last night, the ladies, talking to them. They were so keen to grab the spoils for the first time, and that's exactly what they have done. No doubt we'll go down to the presentation ceremony, and some great candidates for player of the match. Obviously Nerida Gregory, and Tegan Long was very, very good as well, but Kirsty Sant, another one, but and here's this first try from Brooke Walker, way back in the 3rd minute. And then Emma Warwell, did it all herself. 2 dummies, bounced off that big right foot. Plenty of opportunities, desperate defence from this City side in the second half. Long. One of her incisive runs on this one. Her dad just put the kick through. Gregory just got enough on that, controlled it beautifully, and put the hand down and planted the ball. Roberts, cracking run this was. Brooke Walker comes across defensively. Matty Duncan, massive run. Set up this opportunity. Made a good 20. On this occasion, it was long. He decided just to step off that left. Bounced it off again. Big palm. And plants the ball down to seal the deal for the City side. And they have won their first Gregory Lachlan Cup.
Through an awesome game. They were played with great spirit. A lot of skill. Exciting to watch. It's been a long time coming for the City girls. This opportunity comes off 1-4 at the moment. There's been some close losses for the City girls. I know they really wanted to stay on great game. I thought they played really well. Country girls, I know all the girls have been part of those games.
the first time for the Gregory Lachlan Cup to the City side, and their player of the match, the 13, Nerida Gregory, truly deserved. She was very good in the whole 60 minutes. Not long now till the men's game, and we'll be back probably in a couple of minutes to run through all pre-game stuff. Looking forward to that one. Big one ahead. Welcome back to Glen Willow Sports Complex here in Mudgee, and our next game is for the Ramsay McDonald Cup. And it's the countryside taking on the city side. Once again, we're going to have a look at both sides as very windy conditions has picked up here at Mudgee. The city side, the one, Luke Gosling. The two will be Christian Milgate. The three, Peter Pacorte. The four, Joe Smitzer. The five, Sebastian Fogg. The six, Max Batty. The seven, Talon Bolton Plimmer. The eight, Brock Jamison. The nine, Kurt Castle-Brown. The 10, Anthony Sangarides. The 11, Daniel Mussolino. The 12, Hayden Peacock. The 13, Reece Schroeder. The 14, Brendan Oxford. 15, Corey Wright. 16, Blake Draper. 17, Tom Sewell. Coach Simon Telfer. Manager Richard Puffett. The trainer Bob O'Riordan. And Justin McAvoy. Let's have a look at this countryside. The one, Callum Blinko. The two, Jess Andrews. 3, Dane Clark. 4, Sam Press. 5, Tom Murray. The 6, Reece Chappell. 7, Josh Parrish. 8, Paddy Birch. The 9, Reece Fagerlund. The 10, Dehan Wanstall. The 11, Jackson Clark. The 12, Trent Walker. 13, Hayden Ashcroft. 14, Callum George. 15, Harrison Davey. 16, Joel Haberley. 17, Lachlan Smith, coached by Jeff Sharp. Manager Paul Quigg, and the trainers will be Peter Campbell and Brian Holby. Our referee will be Matt Naven. Touch judges Luke Mungovan and Sean Hempstead. And as I said, playing for the Ramsay McDonald Cup. And let's have a look at the last 3 years. 2022, Country 24 over the City side 14. 2023, Country once again 36, City 22. Player of the match on that occasion, Reece Fagerlund. 2024, it was Country 30, defeated City 14. Callum Blinko with 3 tries. Amazing individual performance. He was named player of the match. And now we just wait both sides to make their way onto the field to get things underway in this Ramsay McDonald Cup. And here's the City side, led by Hayden Peacock. Make their way onto the field first, followed by Dane Clark. As I said, it's got quite dark here. Harrison Davey in jersey 15 to start the match for the countryside. Quite dark and quite cold and windy, very, very windy, which I'm not sure. We'll just wait and see. Anyway, we're underway as the kickoff went very, very low. Tommy Murray didn't get all of that. But what it does, it gives City the opportunity, ball in hand for the first time. Sangarides. Schroeder. Bounce into the country defence. First set of the match. Batty. There's another good strong carry from Brock Jamison. Last tackle, nice set, nice kick to finish at Bolton Plimmer. Going back, there's Murray. Murray's sort of just more than happy just for it to roll into touch. Only it'll come back onto the 10 for the restart. So a nice start to get things underway for City as Country will get hold of the Steeden for the first time on this occasion. Now Fargaland will go into dummy half. Ashcroft. Fargaland again. Comes to this right side and finds Dane Clark. Fargaland out of dummy half. Kicks early. Kick too big, is it? No, it's nice. Just bounces in the field of play about a metre in. And just an early intent there from Fargaland and his countryside not to play it in the danger zone for too long, but they'll give City the ball back. You can see straight away just an early kick and it just lands on the 2 cent piece. Gosling. Castle Brown goes to the open and finds Tronsud as he gets to his feet. Now bouncing out of the tackle. Mussolino on the short side. Bolton Plimmer. They reload quickly after Bolton Plimmer shifted the kick and it was taken by Schmitzer on this left edge. Bolton Plimmer, Batty, link up quickly. They get up quickly in the face of Rishi Schroeder on the halfway. Castle Brown eventually gets in there. They'll go to Batty with that trusty left boot of his. He'll put it high. It's just sitting up nicely. No one really contesting at it. Tell you what, Peacock had an opportunity. Sangarides throws it out the back. Now Schroeder, the little chip and chase from Reese, and all of a sudden it's opened up the opportunities and into the corner. Sebastian Fogg. They're going to say inside the 10. The referee waited, built the drama up, and then let us down. And I thought of this occasion, it was a bit of magic from Schroeder. Sangarides, as you can see, just throws it out. Schroeder looked up, put boot the ball. He might have been in front, only about 2 metres. So now Jackson Clark. Ashcroft finds Wanstall. Chappell, with that right leg taped up. Ashcroft skips into the City and all offside. That's what the referee's saying. Ashcroft must have known. Fargaland wants to get on with it quickly. Not allowed on this occasion as Parrish will come in and look to add some extra metres with a penalty kick. Walker. Nope. Going to be Chappell with the restart. Will find Press. Press. He had the hands free. On tackle 1 though. Fargaland was there. Decides to hang on. Ashcroft on the right. Looks and turns it back underneath for Wanstall. 9 away. First opportunity for Country to add points. Parrish bounced out of the first with tackle. And then eventually wrapped up. Fargaland. Ashcroft puts kick through. Played at, was it? No. It was cleaned up. Now Fargaland, room to move, reaches out, flies through the air. And Reese Fargaland grabs first points. It was a quick play of the ball and the gaps were just there. And the Country, number 9, grabs first points. Player of the match in 2023. Putting his hand up early in 2025. Just see here, he just went himself 10 out, just dives through the air. He knew what was on. The key to that, they saturated this right edge. And that's where the City boys thought it was going. And Reese Fargaland says, don't forget me. There's Tom Murray. We'll look to add the extras. It's the post. It's one way to get the... It's one way to get the upright shaking and rattling. Hit it. And there you go. Fagerland just too good with Glen Willow. So Max Batty with the restart. 7 gone, first half. Blinko waits and takes it and looks and finds Davey. Davey, that's a strong carry. Clark. Jackson Clark racing away, looks up, he's got nobody in front of him, but he's got his brother next to him. That's where he goes. Dane reaches out off the kickoff. Country go back to back. It was a Clarkathon down this right edge. Jackson Clark broke through the gap, looked to his inside. There's brother Dane. But it was a strong carry from Harrison Davey. As I said, he started the game. And you just watch the replay here. Davey, and the quick play the ball, and Jackson Clark, good footwork at the line. Couldn't believe his luck. He looked up and there was nobody there. He was going to run out of pace. Max Batty tried to come across, but Dane Clark carried him over.
Is that what I did? I got flattened.
8-0. Country leading in the blink of an eye.
Oh, I know. It did hurt. Did I go, what did you do?
Tom Murray. He doesn't hit the upright on this occasion. So 10-0. Once again, you can just see the footwork at the line from Jackson Clark. We couldn't believe his luck. Looked up, no one in front. So Batty with a restart. Blinko. On this occasion doesn't pass it and just takes the tackle. Sangarides is the man with Castle Brown. Davey. So after an even start from both sides, some tries. 2 quick tries to the countryside. Wanstall. Fagerland, which way will he go? Finds Ashcroft. Ashcroft gets over halfway, then pops it back for Fagerland, who juggles and then eventually picks it up around his knees. He finds Clark. Last tackle. An ugly play the ball. Yeah, no doubt about that. Jackson Clark just tried to play it a little bit too quickly. There's a quick chat to referee Nathan, but he's not going to change his mind. Now Pat Birch comes onto the field for his first hit out. Harrison Davey did his job. Millgate. Batty goes in a dummy half and looks and finds Gosling trying to go straight through the middle. He gets picked up and put on his back by Wanstall. Pacorte. Schroeder. Zangaridis. Got Jamison there with him, but didn't need him. Castle Brown gets into dummy half. They're going to go to the right for Batty. Batty, a long pass, Pacorti. Pacorti tries to get away from Press, but Press clings on. Last tackle it was as well, so good work there from Sam Press. There'll be a good battle out there. Press up against Pacorti. Parrish finds Wanstall in the middle of the field. Murray. He skips back to the left. Fargaland out of dummy half again. He's been dangerous in this early moments of this Ramsay McDonald Cup clash. Ball's allowed, it went down the back and all of a sudden just creating opportunities. Murray eventually found Birch. Walker finds Press back inside. He couldn't hang on, Joshy Parrish. There was a great opportunity there for the countryside as well as they let the ball talk down that left edge. And unfortunately, just came up short. Now Millgate out of dummy half, charges into the fray. Willing defence here from this countryside. Schroeder, another strong carry. Mussolino gets to halfway. Castle Brown on the short side folds Bolton Plymouth. Bolton Plymouth puts the torp in the air. Blinko waits and takes it nicely. Gets past one, but then can't get past Batty coming across. And over the top came Bolton Plymouth. Murray. Fargaland. Ashcroft. Little mistake in the play the ball. That's what they're going to say. Fargaland sort of saying, come on, sir. Going to say he might have to run up here and have a little look at what actually happened. Yeah, there you go. He's just going to say he was touched, but he wasn't. So, City's best chance. Batty, oh, they got up quick. Sam Press came in, and that's exactly what he did. Pressed out Max Batty to the ground, and Batty couldn't control. So that situation nullified quickly. Now Birch trying to go through the middle. This City defence. Fargaland. He'll look for Ashcroft on the right. Ashcroft shimmied. Had Wanstall outside. Didn't use him. Wanstall spins out of the attempted tackle from Brock Jamison. Fargaland puts the little kick through. Still alive, been knocked on. We're going to have first knock on. Yep. There's one, there's two. So that'll be a country ball. You just watch the replay now. Just that, there's the first, and then coming through. Fargaland couldn't pick up as well. So another great opportunity for country. They lead 10-0, 15 gone first half. Straight away, trying to make something happen on that left edge. Eventually does get to his feet. Does Walker. Fargaland strolls in the dummy half. Birch front door. Was a player hurt, is it? Referee straight away has called time off. Schroeder it is. He looks in a fair bit of pain, does Reece Schroeder. He's gone straight off the back. Yeah, straight off in behind the in goal, so just looking to see he's going to make his way onto the field, but yeah, jersey 16 will be Blake Draper. Schroeder holding a thumb. Yeah, he's in a lot of pain. Parrish. Blinko. Jackson Clark. Fargalan. Parrish. Parrish for Clark Ford. Dane Clark, yeah, he just lost control at the right time, did Josh Parrish. Just as about to make the pass, he's had to have another little grab at it. And just did go forward. So City survive. Batty. Pacorte. Salino. With ball in hand now, gets wrapped up though quickly. Castle Brown, which way will he go? He goes to Batty. Taken nicely. His first touch, Jesse Andrews, hasn't seen a lot of the footy so far. Yeah, and that's not a good enough play, the ball. He's been consistent there if they're not playing it right straight away. So all of a sudden, the door's open for City. They will get an opportunity after a play the ball that went wrong. Tom Sewell out there for the City side. You won't miss him. He's got those blue boots on. And now picked up Batty, just a little run around the back. They go. Gosling chopped to the ground as he came through. Coming through, making the tackle was Murray and Clark there together. Sewell. Castle Brown, what can he do? Looks to his right. The dummy thrown by Corey Wright. All offside, inside the 10. Referee straight away. Castle Brown won't muck around. He'll just F-pass and they tap and go straight away and they find Sewell. Sewell keeps it alive. Castle Brown tries to put the head down, but that's nullified. Parrish, good tackle with Clark. Draper. Front door, right, tries to roll through as he reached out. No, he's only a metre, well, he's less than a metre short. Batty's on the right. Which way will they go? That's where they go. Batty ran out of numbers, tried to put the kick through and then cleaned up beautifully. Coming in, making the effort. Blinko it is. Callum Blinko, there was nothing on, just a little kick went through. And Blinko says, well, if you don't want it, I'll have it. And he dived on that loose ball. Murray. Birch. Wanstall, been busy early, he'll get to halfway. Last tackle. Margolin will go to Parrish. Parrish will put it high in the air. Gosling waits and takes it nicely. And of course these games are for state selection. for both the women and the men. I think the New South Wales side up at Seabus Stadium on July 24th. They'll take on Queensland, both the women and the men, and then Friday the 25th of July they'll take on the affiliated states in the National Police Rugby League Championships. So, as we said, state jumpers on the line. The City trailing 10-0. 21 gone. Gosling gallops onto the ball. Castle Brown goes to Batty on the right. Batty plenty of time. Puts it high in the air. Andrews waits. Picorti coming through. Spins around. Andrews takes it nicely. Dean Monstall, his first spell. Back onto the field. Comes Harrison Davey for Country. And limping off the field, Jackson Clark. So we'll keep an eye on that. There's also onto the field comes Brendan Oxford. Oh, sorry, Callum George, of course. Brendan's in the City side. So he doesn't look that good down below. Jackson Clark, he's just holding that right knee. Fargalan wanted a runner. He eventually shifts it to Parrish, and Parrish just puts it high in the air and waiting again. Gosling. Passed every test so far with the kicking game as Gosling. Millgate. Picorte. Chop to the ground. Good tackle, Trent Walker. Had to be made. Picorte just building up ahead of steam. And now, right. Castle Brown out of dummy half. Bolton Plymouth. That kick just goes up and stays up and attacked beautifully. Good work there. Just attacked the footy, did Reece Chappell. And all of a sudden, Country now will start on halfway. Fargalan looks up, finds Birch. Davey. Oh, good tackle. Peter Picorti came in on the side and put Davey on his back. Now Fargalan finds press. He went straight down that left edge and did well. Did well to hang on to the footy as well. Birch goes straight through his hands. The referee's going to say knock on. Pat Birch couldn't hang on. So scrum win for City, and Gosling just drives it forward. Oh, little bobble. He does hang on to the footy. A little bit of a push and shove there, and he gets up remonstrating, does Brendan Oxford. Could see why, really. A bit of a push and shove. Castle Brown, which way will he go? He goes to the open. Finds Draper. Batty. Puts boot to ball. 60 goes the call. Came off legs, not arms, and it was played at. So City just trying to make something happen as Gosling nearly cop run around the chops, and Oxford. They try and, as I said, just create a little bit of an opportunity. Gosling, they got up quickly, committed to the tackle was Clark and did not miss. Dane Clark. Sewell through the dummy. Castle Brown throws it for Bolton Plymouth. Bolton Plymouth puts the kick through. Blinko has to go back into his in goal, but brings it into the field of play brilliantly. Now Ashcroft. Fargaland slips in a dummy half here. Look, goes to the left and finds Press. And Press gets driven backwards. He's got the hands free. He decides just to hang on. Fargaland, Ashcroft. And penalty. Yeah, saying a strip. This Parrish once again. Find some extra metres. Fargaland's going to make his way off the field for a well-deserved rest after 26 minutes. And Lachlan Smith will go into dummy half. In jersey 17, Parrish looks and turns it back underneath for Haberley. Good news for City fans. Reece Schroeder's back on the sideline. Well, the obstruction play called there, so the old offensive penalty. Just have a look, he just went behind his, just there. Oh, that's a harsh one. And from the restart, Peacock. Hadn't had a lot of opportunities so far, Hayden Peacock. He's a man that can play a number of positions. There's Schroeder. Back on the field, his first hit up since returning. Wide pass, Smitzer. He got it on quickly and found Fogged. Smitzer at dummy half. Bolton Plymouth. Oxford. They get up quickly, but he makes some good metres, good post-contact metres after he was hit. Bolton Plymouth. Again, now Batty. Parrish got up quickly. Or was it Chappell? It was Chappell that got up quickly on him. Bolton Plymouth puts it high in the air, waiting Murray coming through, Fogged. Back it goes, Sixter goes the call. Gosling for the corner, tries to reach out. Great tackle coming across and making was Blinko with a little bit of help there from Murray. Out of dummy half, he's trying to do it on his own. Can't. Held up. Just really did this. Fogged out. Smitzer at first receiver. They got numbers on the right. They are saturated on that right edge if they can get it there. Bolton Plymouth waits at first receiver. That's where he goes. He'll want to go wide. He can't. He skips. Can he get through? No, he can't. He ran into the brick wall called Blinko. Now out of dummy half. Castle Brown tries to drive through. Ref's going to say held up. Just keep trying to go through the middle of this country defence at the moment. It's holding strong. 10-0. 10 minutes left. Now Batty has to go backwards for the pass. He'll find Schroeder. And Schroeder, he keeps it alive for Batty. Now they create opportunities. Peacock. Yeah, they don't really want Picordi to come back in, but they have. They come back to the open side. Batty just dinks a kick through. Blinko has to go and try and pick it up and bring it out of the in goal again. Trying to drive his way into the field of play, but can't. There's bodies, there's legs, there's arms, there's everything everywhere. But at the bottom of it, Blinko can't get back into the field of play. So it will be a dropout. And the desperation this City side needs. Look for all money. Gosling had just had enough steam to build up, and then you just see it there. Castle Brown spun on his back. Oh, yeah, 35 minutes, of course. Yes, I've said 40 there, but 35. 5 minutes to go. 35-minute halves. So a wonderful opportunity for City to bridge the gap and go into the half-time break with a little bit of momentum after the Fuggerlund and Dane Clark try off the kickoff, basically. Well, it was. So now Tom Sewell winds up. Takes a while to get to his feet. They just slow it down nicely. Hayden Ashcroft did well there. Zangaridis. Castle Brown. Schroeder. Zangaridis at first receiver. Which way? No, they go to the Batty on the right. He finds Pacorti. Pacorti's wrapped up. Monstall was the man that came in and made the tackle. Schroeder's down in back play again. Now the quick shift, that's what they want. He ran out of room, did Bolton Plymouth. Ran out of options. His country defence got up quickly. Now Peacock goes into dummy half. Batty on the last, just tips it through. Press picks it up in the in goal. And as he brought it back into the field of play, they're going to drive him back in. And that's exactly what they did. Desperation from the City defenders, chasing the kick from Batty. And we will have another dropout. You just see, you thought their press, but Pacorti just held him up. And then the cavalry came. We got back up. That's what they had. Sewell. Castle Brown. Zangaridis. Nearly had the hand free. Peacock. Boy, through the pass, and no, referee's going to say, I think he's going to say knock on country here. Yep, that's exactly what he's right. He will say, so we'll have a scrum feed, and City will get another opportunity after 2 dropouts, and now we have a scrum feed. Nice depth on this scrum, though, from City. You can tell Coach Simon Telfer's sent the word out. Let's get a little bit deeper. Pacorti, front door. Gets wrapped up, though. It closed. Castle Brown. Batty. Another front door, and on this occasion, Mussolino. He can't get the hands free. He'll play it 5 away. Castle Brown scoots out of dummy half, trying to catch some markers asleep, but on this occasion, they were awake to it. Mussolino goes into dummy half. Bolton Plymouth, once again, ran out of options. They're getting up very, very quick. The umbrella defence. Wide pass for Smitzer. Smitzer tips it off beautifully for Fogg. And Sebastian Fogg did well. What about the hands from Joey Smitzer? Outstanding. The little tip on straight away. He was denied earlier, but Sebastian Fogg won't be denied this time. And just to build up 2 dropouts. And a scrum. And so they do score. City to make it an exciting, just lovely work. Catch and pass. Joe Smitzer. And found Sebastian Fogg. He plants it down, and it's a tough conversion attempt, but 10-4. And Talon Bolton Plymouth with a conversion attempt. He was bringing it in probably about 6 or 7 metres, but no, to no avail. And this will bring us to the halftime break, and dominated field territory that last 6 minutes, and eventually they do turn it into points. Alan Bolton Plymouth with a conversion attempt right in front of the grandstand. Looks good off the boot. Slides. Hits the left hand upright and kisses through. And as the siren sounds, 10 points to 6 will be the half-time score in this Ramsay McDonald Cup. After Country scored in the 6th and then straight off the kickoff scored again. Some of the highlights of this first half. There's Fogg being denied on that occasion in front of the kicker. And here's the first try. Fargalone just skipping out of dummy half, then eventually diving. And then, as I said, straight off the kickoff, it was a Clarkathon after a big run from Davey. Jackson Clark made the initial break. Couldn't believe his luck. All he could see was the picket fence. Then pops it back up to brother Dane, and Dane reaching out scores. And then right, some more highlights of this first half. They plenty of half opportunities. Press. They just couldn't hang on to the final pass. There's a good tackle. Press cut up on Batty quickly. Forward pass there for Dane Clark. There's a big shot for Peter Picordi. The tackling's been a highlight so far. Gosling thought he was in for all money. And then what turned out to be the final play before half-time. Lovely work from Joe Smitzer on the inside. And Sebastian Fogg goes in untouched. Conversion attempt successful. 10-6 half-time break. Looking forward to this second half action shortly. Welcome back to the second half of our Ramsay McDonald Cup clash. And it is the Countryside 10 leading City 6. And a big shout out to our New South Wales Police Rugby League sponsors, of course, Bryden's Lawyers, PA New South Wales Police Association, New South Wales, EML, Dimeo Cleaning, CrimSafe. Remember, if it's not CrimSafe, it's not CrimSafe. Freeze yourself, Zoom Energy, Police Bank. As the City side make their way back onto the field. In cooler conditions than what we started the day. The clouds come over here in Mudgee and the wind's picked up. Max Batty to get us underway for this City side. And of course, Fuji Xerox, one of those very valuable sponsors as well. Now, Wanstall been good in the first half for this Countryside. Birch. Ashcroft. Another good carry from him. Strong when he gets the opportunity. Parrish looks and finds Clark underneath. Good to see him back on the field, and all of a sudden, Blinko takes off and off he goes. Country score first in this opening 60 seconds. Jackson Clark, who went off halfway through that first half with what looked like to be a knee injury, back onto the field, goes up at that right edge. A little bit of sleepy defence on that edge for City. Parrish just turned you back underneath and rolling through, and Blinko's just waiting. Give me the ball, Jackson. And when he did, he just took off. So Callum Blinko scored 3 tries in the corresponding game last year for Country in their 30-14 victory. And now Tom Murray shouldn't have any problems with this conversion attempt to punch his side out to a 16-6 lead in the opening 2 minutes. Just one of those moments early in the second half. You come on, you're a little bit just not switched on, and Country boys were through Jackson Clark making some massive meters. And now Batty with the restart. Chappell. Blinko, the try scorer. Wrapped up on this occasion. Wanstall. He's been strong with his minutes on the field. Parrish Floating across field. Dummies to one Clark, then picks up Dane. Now Dane finds Jackson. Jackson will keep it alive. Birch into the hands of Ashcroft. Ashcroft puts the kick through. Fargaland chasing. So is Murray. They get in each other's way. That's exactly what happened. You could see Murray and Fargaland only had eyes on the ball. And unfortunate for country fans. And very fortunate for City fans as now they're picked up and driven back into the end goal. So now the drop out after they do get something out of it. As I said, Fargaland and Murray, I think they got in each other's way. So Batty will look to go deep. Doesn't get a lot of it, but it's just going to roll, and Birch is attacking it and does well. Eventually picks it up. Bounce off that left, straightens it up. Now Fargaland to look. Wanstall on his right. That's exactly where he goes. He just knows one way. He spins into the tackle. Fargaland to the right. Parrish finds Clark. Clark straight away. Quick ball for Murray. Time to really wind up, but he's chased and eventually tackled by Smitzer. Fargaland's going to go down the short side, finds Parrish. Parrish right on the try line. Fargaland will go wide, and that's what he does. Ball's hit the deck, though. Ashcroft skips off that left, straightens up, comes back, just drips it out the back. Ref's going to say knock on, is he? Yes, he is. Just tried to flick it out the back for Birch. Millgate hasn't had an opportunity to be Thrillgate today as yet. 16-6. It was 10-6 at half time. Batty trying to make something happen for Pacorti on this right edge. Pacorti. Good strong carry on this occasion. Just got to wait. Took a while to get to his feet. Eventually Jamison was allowed. Sangarides. Last tackle. Bolton Plimmer. Doesn't get a lot of it. And Tom Murray just dives full length and cleans it up. So yeah, I'm not sure what was happening then. Talon Bolton Plimmer was probably on his wrong side. He's the right foot kicker. Batty, the left foot kicker, who was on the open edge, and that's probably where they should have went. Now Andrews. Fargaland, been good. Chappell looks and finds Walker. Ashcroft. He had Murray outside. And then Birch really just ran up the middle. He knows the way he plays. Parrish, has it come off a City player? I think it has. Last tackle still not played at. Murray will boot the ball. Across the face he goes. Waiting for it, Millgate. And Millgate and Batty were there together. And Millgate's the man who diffuses the situation for this City side. Gosling. Pacorti out of dummy half. Castle Brown. Trying to make something happen out of dummy half. He was wrapped up quick enough though. Bolton Plimmer. A little goose step. Up he went, down he went, and didn't go anywhere as he got wrapped up quickly. Batty puts boot to ball. Blinko waits and takes it nicely. Goes at Pacorti, who doesn't miss him. Chops him to the ground. Press. Goes back in behind the ruck. Ashcroft. Walker. Chappell. Birch, flat ball, tries to spin back and eventually wrapped up. It'll go to Chappell. Chappell will look for Parrish. Parrish keeps the ball low. Coming across, Gosling can do no more but just dive on the loose ball. Schmitzer. Now City once again trying to bring it out of their danger zone. They'll find Millgate. Right. And a penalty, much needed for the City side. Batty with a bit of urgency, gets on with it quickly. Only gains about 5 metres. Jamison. Corey Wright. This occasion, quick shift and picks up Mussolino on that left edge. Quick play the ball, Castle Brown out of dummy half, throws the pass, quick hands again for Smitzer, did well then again, but unfortunately the pass couldn't be hung on. Went down that left edge, he tried the catch and pass, and Sebastian Fogg, as I said, just couldn't hang on to the pass. So scrum feed. The country. Fagalan picks it up and finds Clark. Andrews. The crowd getting involved. They're all offside. Call. Clark. Once again, Jackson finds Dane. Now Dane, he's throwing more dummies than a Croce just then. He was one dummy inside, one dummy outside. And now Fagalan hits his turn down that right edge. Last tackle. Murray. He keeps it alive. Parrish, you're going to tip it on. They've got numbers on this left edge. The ball does eventually hit the ground though. Andrews throws the dummy, gets inside. Oh, Picorti wrapped him up and might be a high tackle. It definitely is, but I think they're going back to the one on Tom Murray. It looks like they're going, Tom Murray was hit after he passed the football. Pretty sure that's where they're going back. Built some clever work down this right edge. Jackson Clark again. And then finds his brother in Dane. He throws one dummy, two. And then he does find Tommy Murray. And Murray, I didn't think there was much in it, just having a look at that. But then there would have been a penalty. And that tackle there for Cordy. Anyway, we're back and Wanstall. Chappell. Peacock. Not Trent Walker, sorry. Ashcroft. Wanstall does outstanding. Skipping again. Clark, he said it's my turn now. And Jackson Clark reaches out. And grabs another try for country. It's just relentless pressure with ball in hand. And you could just see the tip on here from Wanstall was outstanding. Ashcroft just threw it up on a platter, and Jackson Clark, the little jink off the right leg twice, reaches over and scores. So now Tom Murray. No problems. Flags in the air. 22-6. 14 gone second half after it was 10-6 at half time. Wanstall did a great job, and Ashcroft just floated around, backing up the ball carrier. As I said, Jackson Clark, he deserved one. So country in control. And now a penalty. First tackle. Callum George it was, who just took the ball up and deemed a strip. So now press with a restart. Walker. Wanstall. Fargaland keeps it alive, and they have once again Clark on that right edge. Throws the pass. Can they hit? No, they're going to say it went forward. Just a little tip on there. You could just see it. And they just put their hands up and just tried to get the hands free and couldn't hang on. So scrum feed. Once again, a big thank you to the major sponsors, of course. Police Bank, Bryden's Lawyers, EML, Dimeo Cleaning, Crim Safe, Freeze Yourself, Zoom Energy, Police Bank. All great sponsors of New South Wales Police Rugby League as Smitzer bounces on that loose pass. Batty tips it on, and he did find Wright. Schroeder was the man on that occasion. Now Mussolino just trying to make something happen for this City side. Batty puts boot to ball. Andrew's just going to watch it go out on the full. So it's been that sort of day. Clark. Dane Clark on this occasion. George. Ashcroft. Quick tip in for Chappell, and Chappell in turn. He found Walker. Walker keeps it alive. They go back to the middle, and Wanstall This time they do trap the ball up. Schroeder it was. With Wright involved in the tackle. Ashcroft skips. Parrish keeps it alive. Jackson Clark can't hang on this occasion. Ball just tips out. And Schroeder jumps on it. Corey Wright. Batty. Schmitzer. Schroeder. Ball's gone loose. Yeah, going to say as Schroeder tried to pop the pass out the back, couldn't control it. Ball's gone loose. So this will be a country feed. Just a little bit of frustration now for the City side. 15 till a full-time siren. And at this stage, country have one hand on the Ramsay McDonald Cup. Fargaland picks up off the back of the scrum and charges into the fray. Chappell. George. Fargaland again goes right. Ashcroft tips it quickly, finds Parrish. Parrish looks underneath and gets hold of Dane Clark. Ashcroft skipping. Beats one, beats two, and eventually wrapped up and a little knock on. That's what they're going to say. It was right there in front of the referee as well, so no problems. Just have a look at the replay of it. Well, this is the try. That's the Clark try. Yep, Jackson Clark try. He looked happy too. Peacock. Right. Dummy back inside. He did have Schmitzer there as well. Oh, the mistake in to play the ball. Yeah, he just puts his hand up, says, sorry, boys, does Corey Wright, but really not making things any easier for this City side as they trail 22-6. Clark. Once again, Parrish just looks and floats across field, and there's been it's a country player. He's going to get up, but he got hit solidly. It's the hooker, Castle Brown, when he going in to make the tackle. Good sportsmanship there. Oh yeah, he's just bounced straight off Dane Clark. You just see it is good sportsmanship. Blinko and Fargalang showing a lot of concern. And Kurt Castle-Brown, he'll make his way off the field. As one would say, a little groggily. Now Clark will play the football. George. Fargalan, Chapel, finds Press back underneath. Press will play it 9 away. Chapel, little double pump. Millgate does the intercept, but I think he's the one that's taking it into touch. We'll wait and see what the referee decides here. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it'll be a set restart for Country as Millgate took the ball into touch. So Fargaland again. George. He's had plenty of touches since he's come on the field. Callum George. Now look to that dangerous right edge again. Parrish, Clark. This time they wrap up Jackson. Balls. Oh, Shroud did well there. Fargaland popped out a dummy half. He had Ashcroft with him. He threw the pass up and Reece Schroeder did well. Anticipated the play nicely and saved the day because Ashcroft goes in untouched. A wide pass for Peacock. Standing start for Hayden. Smitzer. Good tackle by Haberley. Ball goes backwards, knocked on. And the hands go in the old head goes in the hands from Talon Bolton Plymouth. And Country will get another opportunity to add further misery. To this City defensive line, they trail 22-6. Country led 10-6 at half-time. It's a wide pass for Press, and Press just charges into Batty. Keeps it alive too, popped out the back. Ended up being picked up by Walker. Walker skipped off the left and straightened it up. Now Fargaland. Chapel. George. Deep on the right they are. That's where they go. Parrish wanted it. This time finds Blinko. Blinko gets inside one. And then three defenders come and bring him to the ground. Parrish at dummy half. Clark skipping. It was Jackson Clark, but this time they do wrap up the ball. Ashcroft. George. Last tackle. Chappell's on the left. And that's where they go for Chapel. Chapel finds Walker. Walker reaching out. He's on his back, and that's enough just to be held up. Batty trying to see who else was involved in that tackle. Batty and Smitzer did well. He was the man underneath. So a restart for City, right in their danger zone. Draper. Bacorti. Hasn't had a lot of opportunities today, as Peter Bacorti. Schroeder. Sewell. Oxford. Now look for a big kick from Batty on this occasion. That's what he does. He did the drop punt, but it's gone straight down the throat of Andrews, and Andrews will look up. And just goes back into the middle of the field, and will play it 18 away from halfway. Make that 15 by the time he plays it. Blinko. Blinko gets through the gap, throws the dummy, comes to Gosling, gets through him as well. Now still going. He eventually does pop the pass up. Diving on it was Murray. And Callum Blinko just going down that right edge again. Dangerous. They'll look up. They go back. That's where they go. Parrish will find Jackson Clark. spinning out of the tackle, but chopped to the ground. Good tackle. It was made by Bolton Plymmer. Quick play the ball. Ashcroft. On this occasion, they are set deep on this left edge. It'll go to Chappell. He runs out of options. Comes back now. Ashcroft sweeping back. Leading by 16. Will they run it? Smith at dummy half. Chappell. They keep the numbers alive. Walker does get... Oh, no, they're going to say penalty obstruction. He just got mixed up there. You just see Sam Press run straight in front of him. There's Chappell just there. Press running a great underline. He wanted the ball instead of Walker. So the restart from Smitzer. Zangaridis. Gosling. Oh, there's a knock on. And play on straight away. Just a knock on from Zangaridis. And Clark pounced on it. Picks it up. Haberley. Wide for Ashcroft. George. And he just knocks on as he hit the ground. He got spun to the ground. It was a good tackle. Schroeder and Tom Sewell in the tackle. And as he hit the deck, Callum George couldn't hang on, and he's going straight off anyway. And the two bookends are back on. He didn't start the game, Paddy Birch, but Dean Monstel has had a great game in the 10 for country. As he did in the grand final in this year for Parramatta. He had a big game in the grand final as well. He had a good year. The Police Rugby League is Dean Monstel. Zangaridis. Fogg has gone to dummy half with Castile Brown going off with that head knock. Peacock into dummy half. Wide for Batty. Schroeder. He dummies and gets over halfway. Last tackle. Referee Naven puts it in the air. Blinko. For Cordy. Makes a good tackle. Clark. Dane Clark on this occasion. Murray. Jackson Clark wrapped up right on halfway, on 4. Oh, he does well to pick that up, does Jolie Haberley. Just hangs on to it eventually. The pass was right in front of him. Now Parrish looks for space, and the grass as Millgate goes back, brings it out of his in goal. It looks like Hayden Peacock's gone back to fullback for the City side to finish the game. Smitzer hasn't had a lot of opportunities as Joe threw a lovely pass for for their only try in that last minute before half time. And Peter Picorti there, you could just see solid contact as he was just about to hit the ground. Yeah, just solid contact. Once again, a thank you to our sponsors, the Police Rugby League, Bryden's Lawyers, Police Association, New South Wales, EML, Dimeo Cleaning, Crim Safe. Remember, if it's not Crim Safe, it's not Crim Safe. Freeze Yourself, Zoom Energy, and Police Bank. Now Schroeder, as we tick into the final 3 minutes of this Ramsay McDonald Cup 2025 version. And country will do what they have done in the last 3 years before this one. They'll win it again. Now Smitzer coming down, finds Millgate. Millgate puts the kick through for himself. Blinko, plenty of time. And Millgate nearly gave us the chance to Thrillgate. But it was some nice work up inside of him by Smitzer. As I said, he's had some good touches, Joe Smitzer. Just hasn't seen a lot of the football. Now Jackson Clark tiptoeing. Birch. Press. Says to Smitzer, get out of me way, and Max as well. Smitzer comes again and chops him to the ground. There's a couple of big don't argues from Sam Press. Chappell, boot the ball. Peacock. Jackson Clark comes in, makes the tackle with Joel Haberley. Pacorti gets away from 1, 2, and gets over halfway before Wanstall chops him to the ground. Now Gosling. Fogged. Batty, Pacorti. Nice little tip on there for Sewell. Sewell going down and reaches out and scores. Oh, no. Touch judge Hampstead says he goes into touch. Yeah, very close on that occasion. It was nice work. They just put it through the hands. Pacorti, nice work there. Found Tom Sewell, and Sewell tried to take on Blinko and was ruled that he's gone into touch. Blinko and Josh Parrish, coming across. Now Press with a restart as we roll into the final 50 seconds. Earlier we saw in the women's game, it was the City side 16 defeating Country 4 to win for the first time the Gregory Lachlan Cup. So a good win there for the City women. But it will be the Country men retaining the Ramsay McDonald Cup as they lead 22-6. Wanstall be fitting if this man ends up with a ball in his hands to finish the game. He's been very strong. Smith. Wide for Press. Press can't get the hands free. Eventually he can. Andrews for the corner, and Andrews will bring it around. They had one more shot, as you can hear the siren sounds. One more shot down this left edge. Press bounced out of the tackle, popped the pass for Jesse Andrews, and Andrews scores untouched in the corner. You just see the replay wide. He did well. He tracked it, and then just the pass around the body, outstanding from Sam Press. And Jesse Andrews, he hadn't had a lot of opportunities, but when he has, he's taken them. From 24-26, kick to come. Yes or no? No. No, they said no, we'll be right at 24 points to 6. 26-6, of course. Yeah, the conversion attempt not needed. And it has seen the boys from the Country run out winners 26 points to 6. No doubt we'll go down to the presentation ceremony, then we'll be back. We'll have a look at a few highlights first, and then we'll be back to say goodbye to you all from Glen Willow's Sporting Complex. And let's have a look at the highlights. And that was the start of the match in the 6-minute Fagerlund. Reece Fagerlund turned it all himself, and then straight off the kickoff, Jackson Clark charged through. Couldn't believe his luck. And then popped it back inside for Dane Clark, and he carried Max Batty over with him. And then right on half-time, Sebastian Fogg scored to make it 10-6 at half-time, converted. A lovely kick, just kissed the left-hand upright. And then in the opening minute of the second half, Jackson Clark found Callum Blinko, and Blinko raced away to score. Some strong moments as we lead up now for the Jackson Clark try. Just that obstruction run there, and right at the back end, Tom Sewell looked like he scored the second try, but Callum Blinko coming across with help from Josh Parrish. And then right on the full-time siren, around the body pass from Sam Press found Jesse Andrews. And Andrews scores. Conversion wasn't taken. So 26 points to 6. We'll go downstairs and be back to finish up shortly. Well, there's the presentation ceremony. And it was Country running out winners 26 points to 6. Not 22-6, it says on the big screen at the background, but that hasn't been put up with that late try for Jesse Andrews. And the player of the match was Jackson Clark, the number 11 for Country. So the win for the women went to the City side, as you saw earlier, and then Country coming out with that one. It's been a good few days here in Mudgee for the Country and City camps, and a great day, or great morning this morning for New South Wales Police Rugby League. As we say farewell from Glen Willow Sporting Complex here in Mudgee. Thanks to all the team that's brought you all the action this morning. Stay safe.